I'm Kevin, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, we focus on all things guitar. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you have any questions about anything. This song by John Hiatt is one of my favorites. I first came across it when I was listening to Buddy Guy cover it a while back, and I thought it would be fun to kind of put my own little twist on it. Now, everything that I learn, I do it by ear. I don't look up any tab or anything like that, and I write out all the tab manually. I don't have a program or anything that I do any of that with, so I'm a bit of a dinosaur, I guess you could say. But when I first started learning how to learn songs by ear, it was with one of these. That being said, this is sort of my interpretation of the song, the way I hear it and the way that I like to play it. The chords are right. I mean, there's no question about that. This is the intro. If you dig it, cool. And we'll get going with it. So here we go. We're going to start with the G major pentatonic scale and the C chord, but we're going to play the C chord with our first finger. Okay? So we slide from the 5th fret to the 7th fret with our 3rd finger. Then we play the 1st finger on the 5th fret of the A string. And then we hammer on the 7th fret. But at the same time, we play the 5th fret of the D string and the 5th fret of the G string. And then we mute. And then we do that again. So it'll sound like this. This is by far the most complicated part of the whole intro. So what we're going to do is we're going to play around this C chord again, right? And then the G major pentatonic scale. So it's just a matter of putting it all together, right? So we're going to slide from the 5th to the 7th on the A string, and then play the 5th fret of the D string and the G string, and then hammer on the 7th fret, hammer on and pull off, so it'll sound like this. And then we play the 7th fret of the A string, and then the 5th fret and the 5th fret, and then we slide to the 9th fret, and we play the 7th fret, and then we go back down 9, 7, 5, and then we go back down 7, 5, 7, 5. So it'll sound like this. Alright, so this part, we're starting to wind down now a little bit. It's the 3rd bar. This is by far my favorite part to play because we're going to do the 6 intervals on top of it. So when we put it all together, you'll play the G note, the 3rd note, and then mute it, and then play the G chord, and then do the major 6 slide back. And that is slide from the 5th to the 7th fret on the G string, and then play the 7th fret, and then slide back down to the 5th fret. So it'll sound like this. And then we slide to the 3rd fret of the E string and the 4th fret of the G string. So this whole lick's gonna sound like this. Alright, last part of the bar, the 4th bar. This one is pretty easy too. So we're going to start with the 3rd fret, and we're going to play 3rd to the 5th, and then slide to the 7th. And then play the 5th fret of the A string, and then the 7th fret of the A string, and then back down to the 5th fret, back to the 7th fret of the low E, and the 5th fret of the low E, and then the 3rd fret of the low E. So it'll sound like this.